Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the planet Mars. Mars has entered the Gemini sign yesterday on the 13th of March 2023, and Mars at this point in time is in its enemy sign, in the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by the planet Mercury. And Mars and Mercury are enemies. So at this point in time, Mars is in the sign of its enemies. Hence, it's not gonna function the way it should. So at this point in time, Mars will create some problems in you. Mars will create some tiredness in you. Mars will create some fatigue in you. Mars is gonna make you exhausted at this point in time. You are gonna get drained mentally, emotionally and spiritually at this point in time. And not only mentally, emotionally and spiritually, also physically at this point in time. You will feel like giving up in life at this point in time. You might tell yourself that I'm not able to move forward at this point in time. But let me tell you that Mars is all about courage, confidence, bravery, skills, valor, violence, dominance, and it has a fighting spirit. So at this point in time, in spite of Mars being in its enemy sign, it's gonna give you courage to move forward in your life. You know, the advantage of being courageous in your life is that you feel good about yourself. You know, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the willingness of you to act in spite of your fear. That in spite of your fear, you act in this life. In spite of that tiredness, that exhausted state you are in, mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually, you are still gonna move forward. Well, if you can't run at this point in time, try to walk. And if you can't walk, try to crawl at this point in time. But keep moving forward at this point in time. Mars has its unique way of giving you strength. So at this point in time, you need to show some courage. You need to show some power. You need to show some strength which you have within you to this world. The world may denigrate you at this point in time. They may run you down at this point in time. They may belittle you at this point in time. But you keep going at this point in time in spite of the hurdles, barriers and obstacles coming in your way. You know, you should ask yourself at this point in time, what's using your life? You know, we all know that life is cyclic and things are changing all the time. And sometimes the things are going well, sometimes they are not. Sometimes there is day and sometimes it's night. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are sad. The fact of the matter is that things are never gonna be on an even keel for you all the time. But let me tell you, when there is a down moment in your life, that is when your growth takes place. I repeat, when there is a down moment in your life, when you are feeling despondent in your life, that is when your growth takes place. That is the challenging moment in your life. And if you overcome those situations with your grit, determination and will, then let me tell you that no one in this world, absolutely no one in this world can stop you from moving forward in your life. You know, it's very easy to live a life and stay happy and stay joyful when you are paying your bills, when your business is all right, when you have a good job, when you have good relationships, when your children are happy, when your children are doing well. But the real growth takes place mentally, emotionally and spiritually when you are down in your life. But let me tell you that at this point in time, you might be down, but you are not out. You are gonna make a comeback in your life. You are gonna make a bounce back at this point in time. You know, a setback is a setup for a comeback. So if you face defeats at this point in time, don't ever think that you are defeated. I repeat that if you face defeats at this point in time, Don't think that you are defeated, because let me tell you that you are gonna make a comeback at this point in time. People are gonna get awestruck with your comeback at this point in time. Well, when you go through the trials, tribulations, problems, difficulties of life, you need to ask yourself whether you are going through it or growing through it. Are you doing the same things over and over again, or are you trying to improve yourself to live a better life? We were given this life by God to live the best life possible. So in order to live a beautiful life, you will have to understand your situation at this point in time. You will have to do a SWOT analysis at this point in time. You will have to understand your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities and your threats in your life at this point in time. And you need to start working on your strengths at this point in time. You need to be a warrior at this point in time, not a worrier as in worry. You need to be a warrior as in war, not a warrior as in worry. You shouldn't expend your time worrying at this point in time. You need to focus on your strengths at this point in time. Because when you show your strength to this world, people are gonna stop intimidating you at this point in time. As I told you earlier, that you might be denigrated by people, run down by people, belittled by people. But if you show your resilience and strength in front of people, then no one can stop you from moving forward in your life. During this time when Mars is in the Gemini sign, that is from the 13th of March 2023 until 10th of May 2023. You need to tell yourself that you are in control of the situation. You need to remind yourself that you are a masterpiece. You need to instill that confidence in yourself that if you have done things earlier, if you have been successful earlier, then you can be successful once again. So with this belief, will, determination, you have to move forward at this point in time. You need to tell yourself that you are in control of the situation. You must tell yourself that you are not gonna let anyone destroy you at this point in time. Not any situation or circumstance destroy you at this point in time. And you need to promise yourself that you are gonna become bigger, brighter and better at this point in time in order to face the fiery furnaces of this world, the hardships of this world. You need to tell yourself that you are standing up for your dreams. You need to inculcate in yourself positive thoughts at this point in time. We can't control the thoughts which are coming into our mind, but we can definitely control the thoughts we dwell on, which we think about, which we ponder. So we need to separate the negative and positive thoughts at this point in time in our mind, and we need to focus on those positive thoughts at this point in time. The thinking which has brought us this far has created this life for us. So in order to change our life, we need to change our thinking. The thinking which has brought us this far has created this life that this particular thinking can't solve. That the thinking which has brought us to this particular situation can't solve the problems which we are in. So in order to change our life, in order to overcome our problems and difficulties, we will need to change our thinking. Our lives are basically affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. So thinking plays an important role in our life. Your perception is more important than the situation which you are in. Well, if you think you are good, you'll remain good. If you think you are bad, you'll remain bad. If you think that you'll be able to overcome a bad situation, you will be able to do so. And if you think you won't, then you are absolutely correct. It's all in your mind. This entire life is a mind game, and you have to play it very well. I'm talking about the mind game. So at this point in time, your mind should be focused on the positives of life at this point in time. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about Mars in the Gemini sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you may contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will never get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, then I want to tell you all, I have several remedies for you. You know, these remedies which I am talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains. So if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, marriage, married life, children, property, education, etc., 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 then also you may contact me. You may also contact me for a Vastu visit of your flat, office, residence or factory. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you may contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.